Tennessee Valley Across the Table brings locals, often strangers with different views, together to have a conversation. Not to debate issues, but to learn who we are as people. I'm Will Davis, and this series is inspired by StoryCorps and produced and edited by my honors students at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. This episode is by Grace Tang.
Here's Briana Phillips and Alyssa Chase discussing their similar upbringings in faith and their journey of self-discovery.
I grew up in a very conservative household where it was kind of just like, this is the way things are. It's just like, we don't question it. And I feel like you can just get really boxed in with that. And it's like, well, I want to hear something else. I want to hear someone else's perspective because I feel like there's so much truth in everyone's perspective. So I think it's important to be able to get that and to be able to seek that out for sure. And maybe along the way, you might be like, something that I held true just because of the people that I grew up with may not actually be the best way.
I was raised in a conservative Christian household as well, and I strayed from that for a few years purposefully. I was thinking through it, trying to figure out what I believed, and for a long time I was very much so like, I don't like any of it, people are hypocrites, and it was very harsh. That was obviously a dark time for me. I didn't want, it doesn't feel good to feel that way, and now, the more that I just slowly live my life and start figuring out what my values are, they are so close to the things that are taught that are supposed to be happening, and they kind of don't sometimes.
Right.
But I would really like people to have meals.
Yeah.
I would like them to not be hungry.
Exactly.
I want to welcome people into our home. My mom was worried that people would steal from us if they came to our house. And I'm like, great, if they steal it, they probably need it more than I do. And obviously we're going to foster children. And I think that's probably what Jesus would have done if he had the ability to.
Yeah.
And although that is how we are living our personal lives, at one point we had the conversation how can we bring children into a world or a country that so devalues the things that we value, like minorities and different skin tones, different cultures. And we talked about moving to another country, and we realized that if we moved, who's going to make the change? Not that we think that we're going to change the country. We're not that full of ourselves. But we just realized that we wanted to be the kind of people that we wanted to see. And I don't know that will ever have anything to do with changing the political,
You never know, though. You
Yeah.
never know. I mean, I don't feel like change sometimes has to be on such a massive scale to be change. Even just seeing one family doing things differently, you don't know who you're affecting. I mean, obviously you're affecting the kids that you're with and you're, helping create a stable environment for, but you don't know on the outside who you're affecting, and that's powerful, even if you don't see the change for yourself.
Yeah.
That was Briana Phillips and Alyssa Chase, and I'm Grace Tang, an honors student studying biology at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. I produced this piece with help from my classmates and Will Davis at the UTC PodLab.